Right, 1590, good luck. That's just gone green there. Opponent's 6,800 games of rapid, that's very good. It's what you should do if you're new to chess or you're trying to get stronger at chess, is mainly focus on rapid chess. How do I want to do this? I guess we'll just challenge for the center ground, develop. I could do this to challenge the diagonal, because he's going here. Okay. I've got this, I can hit the bishop immediately. I'm actually going to go this way. I think I'm going this way. Knight down I can go here, but actually let's play bishop up first, because then he doesn't have knight down in one move. He can trade and then knight down, that's fine. And I'm probably going to do this and then try and bring the pawn across to challenge the center, I think. Do I want to do that? I am going to do that. Maybe I should be pushing a pawn here as well. Now he's developed, that's maybe a move. He's got this, and I can maybe even push on. If he takes, actually that looks good to me. I'm going to do that. I've still got bishop up I need to play. But only needs one mistake in a game of chess for it to go horribly wrong. I'm going here. I want to do this as well because he can still push a pawn, but I'm thinking of king safety initially. But queen up threatens a pawn. I guess I've got rook across, or maybe even queen up. Yeah, that's what he's gone for. So I'm favouring rook across here, so I'm going to do that. Get the rook off this diagonal. If he pushes here, I'm just going to castle. Takes and takes. And I'm trying to restrict the scope of this bishop. Or in some situations, maybe we can just move the knight out the way and trade and challenge it, but it weakens my king's defences a bit. Oh, he's moved his knight. Okay, I think I should just castle there, but takes now. And he'll have to go with a pawn. He's now guarded it. So his knight up a move here now. I think e6 makes sense here to really reinforce this. Yeah, I don't see anything better, but it really reinforces. He might really push forward and go all in. But it opens up his own defences as well as potentially mine. Oh, he's played knight forward. Okay, so he's just threatening the pawn again. So queen up is a move and see if we can tempt the pawn forward. But I do want the pawn forward. I'm not sure I do. Actually, no. Queen up. Sorry, queen up, pawn forward. I simply take the pawn. If he trades, I get a really big, powerful centre potentially. So here, takes... Knight or pawn takes, bishop takes. We're crashing through. It feels good to me, that. It feels like it's okay. Are we missing anything? Queen up. I can always drop back here as well. I'm going to do it. It's just a case of how I take back if he takes. Probably with the knight, I'm not sure though. Actually, no, maybe with this pawn. And if takes, try and crash through and say we've got a better structure. We might not have. He might be able to grab here and the position could be collapsing, but we're working out, hopefully. And if it goes wrong, it goes wrong. Oh, he's come forward there with the EP. Or I can just take the queen and ignore that. And then depends what he does. I've got knight forward maybe. But I could take that. I don't think I should though. I'm going to trade the queen. Now hopefully activate my rook. Maybe knight forward to pressure the pawn. He's gone with the knight. Okay. So if I take, he goes here. Knight down. He's fine. I think rook across makes sense here. Knight comes back, so I'm still looking at a move like knight forward, and I can potentially take his knight and bring the pawn across. Weakens this pawn but breaks his structure up. I can also take and fly the rook forward with tempo on the bishop. I like this centre that I've got though. An f6 could be good, but where does my knight go? I think I'm going to go forward. I want to do this and kick his knight permanently out. Not necessarily next move, but that's a kind of an idea, to go forward and kick the knight away. See if he pushes forward here, weakens this pawn, then he might end up having to trade. Could I gamble with knight in? I doubt it, but it's something to consider. We can always drop back. Okay, he's moved across. So now this is where I've got the chance to take and take, but it fixes my pawn here. So I can kick the knight first. If he goes here, I've got h5. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to stick to that idea. I've still got an escape square for my knight. And I might be able to build an even stronger centre here, potentially. It's going to take a good bit of winning this game, though. If pawn up, he can't really easily counter without weakening this, so I could maybe just push my pawn right the way up and see if I can break that structure. Oh, has he just blundered? Not really. Take, take, he guards his knight. This pawn is a bit weak now. I think I should push here. Yeah, this pawn is a target now. He's got this, but I've got bishop back. Oh, he's done that now, and now I can go across and just hit the pawn. This is still guarded. Bishop down. I've still got bishop back to reinforce the pawn. Or I can take. If he takes with a bishop, I take the knight. If he takes the knight, I take the bishop. Although my knight would hang, wouldn't it? Yeah, I've got to just sit and work things out. Depends what my opponent does. So he's gone back to defend the pawn. So is there any trick here? Like take, 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 take. I don't think there is. I think I should probably play a rook up and look to double up, but that's kind of well guarded now. Actually, yeah, rook up. I might double up on this far, then I am threatening to actually take a pawn. So he might have to take at some point and break his pawn structure up. Right, he comes forward now to kick the knight. So this is where I've got a choice to make. Do I want to go here? Takes, takes, and really plant a pawn. But then I've got triple stacked, but it feels okay if I can support it. Alternative is I drop back. He takes, I take, he takes. I've got knight out wide. Well, I'm not a really big fan of that. I'm going to go forward. It might be a pawn that I'm about to lose. If it is, it is. Very, very risky this. I need to try and play a pawn up here to support this, at least for a few moves. But I could try and really march forward, or just immediately double up and pile the pressure on. Maybe he can just run his king around. I don't know how right now, but try and get the king in front of the pawn. But once I've gone here, I can hopefully go here. He's playing very well here, though. He's played rook up to maybe try and go after the pawn. So I thought I'd just play pawn up here initially. I'm just going to do that. Try not to burn the clock. We're level on time. I want to push this one now and go here and try and create weaknesses. And obviously get the rook doubled up, so if the knight ever moves I can just collect. I say plays knight here, so that's what he's gone for. So we go here now. He can't take now with the bishop. If he moves the knight I just collect. And now I want to try and push here. But it's not going to be easy to break through if he stays solid. Oh, he's actually pushed it. Okay, I think I just simply take there. I'm at least winning a pawn here. So I can take with a check, or I can take with the rook and target this. So rook takes, rook takes. If he takes there, I'd have a check winning the game, wouldn't I? I think I just take with the rook here, I think. Oh, let's not pre-move. If he takes, yeah, take, hit the pawn. Okay, he's gone there, but now I thought I could just check. But I maybe just simply rook up here. If he takes, I go here and he can't stop me queening, can he? Because knight's covered. So rook here. It looks winning to me, so I'm going to play it. The bishop covers this. Knight takes, I take the rook. Rook takes, I can take the rook or the knight. If he takes, I go here, and he can't stop the queen. I think. I might be wrong, but I think. He's doing the right thing using time, but I think it's winning for me, this. But he's got 4 minutes left, that's what the time is there for. There might be a move that I'm just not seeing, and he might find it. I just resigned, so it is a win. Very good.